All right. Hello, everyone. New patch. Let's go over it. Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna go over what matters to turbo people. So that doesn't matter at all. Um, Updated the UI for many abilities that were using auto cast to enable different behaviors on an ability. Alternative cast abilities can be toggled in the same way as auto cast, default to alt keybind, or right clicking to adjust their cast behavior. Alternative cast abilities have a unique icon for the different casting modes. Holding the control key will allow you to cast the non-selected version of the ability without having to toggle it. The following abilities have been updated. Weird. So I read it and I really don't understand it still. But there's now slow resistance, not impacted by status resistance, if I remember, if I read it. Yeah. Two charges on scan. That's pretty dope. The hell? 200 health on 100 mana when used. What's the point? Duration increase. That's pretty cool for smoke. Oh, whoa. That's pretty cool. Hey, Boo. If you cast smoke and someone gets in range of you after you casted it, it'll automatically smoke them. Yeah, so they don't need to all huddle anymore. So that's really cool. Alright, recipe, recruit, blah, 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 blah. This is the one that I believe is probably freaking broken. Because suppress now affects all units in an AoE. And well, that doesn't matter. But I believe, don't quote me, but it seems like disperser can be used on your whole team to possibly dispel your whole team. Like that's some gnarly stuff. Obviously the range isn't huge, but it's fucking good enough, I think. Mana cost on harpoon kind of sucks. Midas 2 charges, really broken. Really broken. If I saw the video correctly, excuse me, if I saw the video correctly, Midas is stackable now too. Like you can buy multiple Midases and use all of them. Blah blah blah. Eva's dealing extra damage to illusions, pretty cool. A lot of random neutral items. Feel free to pause the video to look at any of these, but changes aren't too crazy in my opinion. For turbo at least. Everything's so fast paced that changes like this are so minute. Alright, now going through the heroes. Abaddon, whatever. Alchemist, whatever. Not too much crazy shit. Ancient Apparition. Not too much either. AM, he got the weird thing, right? So Aghanim Shard, it's changed now. It creates an illusion of anti-mage next to an enemy caster upon reflecting their spell. Illusion deals 75% damage and takes 104 seconds. That's how long it lasts. And then... Oh wait, no, counterspell was that. Counterspell ally is the new shard. Creates a counterspell shell around a targeted ally. Then it creates an illusion. I guess that doesn't fucking matter too much. All these are pretty small. Ooh, that's pretty cool actually. Bane. Sleeping units now aren't awakened by any damage dealt by Bane. Bane now gains attack speed against sleeping. Ooh. Fiend's Grip now removes Nightmare effect from the targeted enemy. Okay. Wait, you get attack speed now if they're slept. My build with the Bane Rampage is even more viable now. And oh yeah, super viable. And Eggs is really crazy on Bane now. Ooh, Bane's a hero I gotta play, bro. Yeah, it looks gnarly. Call of the Wild Hawk. 2 Hawks now? What the hell? Cannot be controlled prior to his heroes and is killed upon Beastmaster's death. Dives into an enemy. Oh, when you summon it, it dives. Oh, okay, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, a new one. Applies Shadow Walk and all of its bonuses to the target ally. Casting its ability does not break your invisibility or interrupt the target. Oh, wow. So you could use a Shadow Walk to cast it on, like, Witch Doctor and he gets the bolt off. Not too crazy. Most of them got glimmers and turbos. Money's good. This one's kind of weird. Shard increases the stack limit by 3, but he doesn't have his eggs anymore. Something different. Bristleback to be point targeted. Bristleback turns his back towards the targeted direction, and after 0.5 seconds, forcibly ejects 6 quill sprays in a tight conical pattern out of his back at 0.35 second intervals. Bristleback is slowed down by 40% for the duration, disarmed, and cannot turn, but can still cast his spells in any direction. That's just weird. We'll have to look at it or something. I don't know. Hairball does a little bit more. Ooh, good job, baby. Brood Mother can suck it. Centaur changes. New ability for Mags. Centaur Warrunner deploys and pulls a cart, gaining the Stampede buff. While active, the Workhorse ability is replaced with the Hitch a Ride sub-ability that can be activated with previous effect. The Workhorse goes on cooldown once the cart disappears. Wait, what? Oh, it's a sub-ability to put someone in the cart then, I guess? So now you can't, it's not just one ability? Like what the, wait, what? It's 2? So he's gonna have, seems kind of confusing, but we'll figure it out. Whatever. Fuck you, Chen. I hate you. Links. Scepter now increases the number of hits to kill burning skeleton archer. 1. And everything else. Whatever. Big change. Big change on CM. Eggs now allows CM to move. So old shard and cast. Old shard. And now it also has a new shard. Slides backwards 275 units, creating a crystal clone of herself in her place. Whenever the clone times out after 5 seconds or is destroyed, the current level of frostbite is applied on all enemies within 300 radius. The clone is untargetable, but can be damaged with AoEs. So that's kind of nuts. My friend already did that. Whatever. That's kind of cool. So you can cast it on an ally and it flies to him. Stun piercing debuff immunity is kind of crazy. Makes you kind of want to get out of it now. Whatever. Heals Doom and greater move. No longer applies mute. Now makes the target unable to be healed. Damage per second increase. Wait, what? Doom is trash. Doom is trash. Doom's dead. I think my thumbnail is gonna be Doom in the ground. Like I'm gonna have Doom sinking into the ground. That's the thumbnail. It's official. Doom no longer applies a mute. It just makes you unable to heal. That's the most garbage ult I've ever heard of in my life. He's like AA's bitch. He's Ancient Apparition's fucking stepchild. That's hilarious. He's so fucking trash now. You just can't heal for a little bit? Cool. It, it big deal. Who gives a shit? That's so funny. Oh my god, mute was the biggest thing. Like if you chased him with their yeah, what the fuck? Just end his career. No one's gonna play fucking Tomb anymore. Whatever. Little buffs on him. We saw that in action. I stop rubbing. Aghanim Scepter now also roots the target in place for 2 seconds, plus 0.5 for each creep in range when casted up to a maximum of 5 seconds. Sprink is now the shard. Targets decrease from 3 to 2. Additional enemy search range decreased from 200 to 100, and cooldown increased 4 to 8. Easy Sprinky. Weird. Change the Eidolon to no longer deny shit, I'm pretty sure is what it says. The big fat whatever. Big whatever. Whatever. Stuff matters. There's a lot of invoker changes, but honestly, I'm level 0 on the hero for a reason. I don't enjoy it. I don't care for it. Whatever. I guess I'll deal with his shit whenever I see him. But if you want to learn about Invoker, feel free to pause the video. Cool stuff. Crazy. The cold snap heal is kind of bullshit, but whatever. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Crazy. All right, moving on. Oh, the Jakiro change is gnarly. I already played Jakiro, and it's kind of insane. With Refresher, it's insanity. Ag Scepter now adds 2 walls of ice along the edges of the Macropyre that slow any enemies trying to cross them by 70%. Damage is pure, and the slow pierces debuff immunity. Like, it's pretty gnarly. They're just stuck and dying, even with BKBs. It's insane. Like, that hero is busted. Jakiro, most busted hero of the patch. You heard it from RealestDad. Broken hero. Whatever. It's a meh. Chain Frost on death. What the hell? Plus 100 Chain Frost damage replaced with Chain Frost on death. When he dies, he ults? What? When Lich dies, he automatically... Yeah. What? That mean he could do it twice? Like, is that a refresher? Like, because then you want to die. You just run in and die. You ult and then you die on purpose. And they should all die. Like, literally. That's crazy. Level 22 and turbo, you get that shit fast. Alright. Blah, blah. Supercharged Lena gaining 10 stacks. Amazing. Crazy. Zach will really love it, but I don't really play Lena. Mana drain no longer has mana. Oh yeah, he can suck off his teammates to make them run faster and give them mana. Something. Yeah, well, run fast when you're getting sucked by Lion. Remember that Lion gives you energy. The bear now has its own eggs and shard. Need to talk about that. Scepter allows Spirit Bear to attack at any range. So that's the old eggs for Lone Druid. And then there's a shard, which is fetch. It's kind of like turns your bear into Bat Rider. That's kind of what I view this as. Spirit Bear roots the targeted unit or rune and uncontrollably drags them towards the Lone Druid for 2 seconds. So I feel like that's like little Bat Rider. Now, Eggs on Lone Druid is he can cast Spirit Link on an allied hero, and it has like the same type of shit as Spirit Link. It's kind of weird. Moving on. This one's kind of like creates a shield of Moonglaves. Kind of weird. Going. Marcy buff is now permanent for Marcy and her ally. It's only dispelled if they die, I believe. For sidekick. Sidekick's kind of strong. Bulwark change. Soldiers are now placed in a wall formation with 2 of them on either side of Mars. Soldiers attack only enemies in front of them at 275 range, knock back any enemy a hit. The enemies are pushed to the 325 range from the formation. Kind of weird. Move in. A lot of whatevers. Morphling change. Morphling creates beside himself a strong illusion of the target hero that can cast all of the hero's basic abilities and deal 100% of the target's damage, but takes 300% damage. If the illusion is alive when Morphling toggles Morph, he teleports to the illusion and destroys it before turning into the enemy hero. Weird. There's that. Huerta. Fatty nerfs. Right? No. Oh, no. Kind of buffs. Physical body damage reduction. Okay, so kinda big. That's like a huge nerf, but then those are okay. Blah 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 blah. Health decay is increased by 60% of Necrophos's current health regeneration. I'm sure there's weird builds you could do with that, especially with killing the creeps to get the regen there as well. Now we're rolling. Heavenly Grace renamed to Repel. No longer grants bonus strength and health regen. Now grants bonus strength and health regen per debuff currently on the unit. Now only applies to the target, not to Omni-Knight as well. No longer applies a strong D-spell. Now grants debuff immunity for the duration. No magic resistance though. Duration decreased from 10 to 6. Cooldown increased from 26 to 60. Holy fuck balls. Holy nerf Batman. That's insanity. Well, it's pretty good, so. Bullshit. No flavor. Eh. Eh. Lucky shot no longer disarms. Oh my god. Attack speed reduction. So you're basically disarmed. Wait, what? Oh, this is a weird one. Phantom Assassin refines her common abilities, acquiring a 20% chance of gaining deadly focus buff with each attack. While Phantom Assassin is focused, her next attack will deal a guaranteed critical hit with 200, 300, 25, 450% damage and consume the buff. Stifling Dagger has a 40% chance to gain deadly focus. The hit that lands a guaranteed crit may also activate a deadly focus buff, making consecutive crits possible. Duration 6 seconds. So, yeah. He no longer just has RNG. It's different RNG, but technically same RNG. Phoenix damage interval. This is kind of crazy. I don't know if he does way more damage with his abilities, but it just says they do it more often. It doesn't say that the total damage is the same. It doesn't say that. So this is kind of cool though. That applies a stackable 2% miss chance debuff for every tick of damage. That's really cool. Because now when you egg Sunray, now they're getting a miss chance too, and they might miss your egg. Not only is it shitty to stand in it, they may miss as well. Oh, this one, Razor, his shard, basically gives him like a harpoon when he static links. He can toggle it on, it pulls him to the target at 100 units a second while the link is active. So it's kind of like a little mini harpoon, like a slow harpoon. Keeps you with him. Ricky kind of got some weird stuff. The base agility increased. It's kind of crazy. And then the agility gain is kind of insane. So this stuff really is negligible as soon as you get into the game. The health is going to be weird, though. He's going to have, like, no HP. I don't know. We'll see about that. Still a hero I want to play. Epicenter shard change is now every 2.5 seconds it does the damage, not 700 units moved, so you don't got to worry about move speed anymore. And Sandstorm, I think this means now constantly moves towards Sand King at a speed of 100 ms. I think if he's on the edge, it's going to try and center to where he is. I think it's going to give away where he is. Could be wrong, but I feel like it would. This is kind of crazy. Hex from Shadow Shaman amplifies damage the target takes by 5, 10, 20. Kind of insane. Feel like I went through this already. The other one. So we'll just go through it. This sucks. This sucks. There is no more linger. When it ends, you're just immediately fucking there again. Kind of sucks. Oh, Spectre got a huge nerf, in my opinion. Shadow Step is the new ult, so you can only go to one target instead of being able to transfer to multiple. And now you need eggs to be able to do haunt. Kind of rough. You kind of need the item now to be able to survive. This is kind of nuts. To have 25% at 20. And then 20%. You gain 3%. Seems to stun a lot already. Kind of crazy. A lot of who cares. This one's weird. Attaches an anchor to you. Kind of a weird ability. Biz during his lines on the ground. Also weird. This is kind of crazy. Egg shard on troll makes him randomly like fire an attack at somebody near. It's fighting somebody. That's kind of crazy. Low resistance from overpower is kind of cool because I hate Venomancer. Everybody knows this. The radius is kind of trippy. I can now fly away again. Something I used to do a lot. Makes cliffing a whole lot easier. Viper. Zircon. The Witch Doctor change. The bounce delay decreased from 0.3 to 0.1. That's pretty good. Deals pure damage and pierces debuff immunity now. And then damage decreased from 90 to 60 though. And from 210 to 160 at the end. Scepter attacks can now only also bounce to creeps. But heroes are prioritized. So now you can ult creeps. Farm them as a Witch Doctor, which is weird, but if the game's slow enough, it'll fucking happen. Attack speed reduction increased from 30 to 40. So it's not going to do as much damage. It's going to be a lot slower. And then the mana is increased. So it's not as usable now. It's not as spammable. That's kind of it. So yeah. GG's Valve. Nerfs. Some okay stuff. Some fun stuff. Sekiro's fucking broken. Doom is absolute dog shit. Let's have a moment of silence for Doom. You get it? A moment of silence for Doom. Alright, I'm over it. I'm moving on. Alright. GG's. Enjoy the new patch. TI's coming up. I'm probably going. So if you go to TI, you might see me. Yeah. I'll talk to anybody. Love you guys. Bye.
What the fuck?
What the fucking
That sounds like the most
fuck?
confusing thing I've ever read.
Okay, so now his bear needs an eggs to have the ability he currently has. So his bear needs an eggs to be able to be alone. And now his bear can get a shard that makes him Bat Rider for a little bit, but it can be used on a rune. And then now Lone Druid has his own eggs, and it makes him able to cast Spirit Link on another homie and they heal each other.
Sounds crazy.
How fucking elaborate are they making this game?